Okay guys, today we are going to go over the clean finish sample. So you all should have a nice little rectangle of fabric, and the first thing you're going to do with this fabric is fold it in half. Just kind of finger press it a little bit. And you will cut this fabric in half with your scissors. So then you have two. Then put them right sides together. You see, this is wrong. Wrong sides are facing out, right sides are facing in. So right sides together. And you will sew at a 5/8 seam allowance on this side and on this side, on the long edges. Now that you have your pieces lined up, I'm going to show you how to pin. The way you pin in sewing is perpendicular to the edge. So this way in the edge, not this way, not that way, not that way. You want it to be perpendicular to this edge that you're going to be sewing. And I'll show you why in just a second. So when we pin the edges together, we want the colorful ball to be on the outside. We go in, just like that. You can see it's perpendicular. Let's do it again. Just one more pin to hold this guy together. So maybe you can see a little better. So we go in and up, just like that. Now we're ready to take it to our sewing machine. So now that our fabric is pinned together at the edges, we are ready to take it to our machine. We are going to align the fabric underneath our presser foot at the 5/8 line. So that is 1, 2, 3 lines away, and hopefully yours is labeled with the numbers 5/8. We will put it underneath our presser foot, put down the presser foot, hold your tails, put down your needle, take out the pin before you start sewing, and then you can sew. Be sure to hold your thread tails as you do so that they don't get tangled. And then continue to sew all the way down. Stop before you get to the other pin, take it out, and then you can go continue, trying to keep that edge aligned with the 5/8 line. Nice. When you're done, pull your threads out, trim them with scissors or with the blade on the side. Leave a tail for next time you need to sew. And as you can see, we've created a nice seam here. So we want to press this seam open, and that means to push these edges out. You can do it with your fingers a little bit, and then we're going to want to take this to the iron for the next step. Okay, so now we've brought our fabric over, we're going to press open the seam. So just want to press along those stitches. Now it's nice and flat. So for a clean seam finish, we're going to tuck each of these edges. We're going to fold them over 1/4 inch. So in this case, I'll just be folding it in half. I'm going to tuck it underneath so that when we sew it together, you won't see the edge that can fray with strings. So we're going to tuck that under and fold it so that all the fabric is away. I'm going to iron that so that it stays folded. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So just come back here. And fold this guy underneath as well, 1/4 inch. Be careful not to burn yourself. And just press that so it stays nice while we sew. And then we take it back to the sewing machine and we will stitch it with the stuff folded out of the way. And then we stitch along here and then we flip it and we stitch along here to hold it closed. So now we are bringing our fabric over to the sewing machine again. We're going to sew first this right side. So remember to tuck in the rest of your fabric. And we are going to align the center stitches with the left side of the presser foot. So it's not really aligned, we're just aligning it with this corner here. We'll do the same thing. We put our presser foot down, hold our strings, we can put our needle down with the wheel if we'd like, and then we hold our strings as we sew. And we sew all the way down, trying to keep the center stitches aligned the whole time. Make sure your needle's out before you try to pull your threads. Then trim your threads and leave a little tail. And then you'll do the same thing with the other side. So you'll fold the fabric over. Now that we've got one side sewn, we're going to do the other side. So we fold the fabric over again, so you just have the folded edge here. You're going to align this edge with the left corner of the presser foot while you sew. So you put it underneath, aligning with that edge. Put your presser foot down, hold your thread tails, put your needle down, and then sew all the way down. You don't need to watch me sew again. And so you guys got this. So when you're all done, it should look something like this.